Hello, this is WavemasterAshi, and welcome back to episode 44 of Breath of Fire from Kinako and GameAnyone.com. She has decided in her infinite grace to spare you the privilege of watching her get lost in here, and finally got this thing. Is this its courage? Apparently not, because we don't have a chance against it. Should we fight? What do you think? Of course we're gonna fight. And this thing is talking some smack, so we're gonna beat it to a bloody pulp. And it looks kind of pretty. It looks kind of like a Mothim from Pokemon. Maybe it'll be as easy to beat as a Mothim. The odds of that on Mothro. At first, I thought, is this like the thing from Godzilla? But it's not. Okay, that thing goes so hot. And this, yeah. This thing is elusive. It's kind of annoying. So what do we do when we have something that annoys us? We have Blue beat it to a bloody pulp when she's not poisoned. Still, what is up with this thing? Electrocute it, yes! What the? Why can't you hit this thing? Just hold still and... Oh, pull out, pull out! Run, coward! You snot-nosed little brat. Mouth off like that and you're gonna get a beating. Unfortunately, it's not going to get that beating right now. Right now, like it said, as long as Mogu's senses are divided, you can't beat it. So, the only thing you can do is run. You even have the option, if you want, of saying, no, I don't want to fight at all. It'll lead to the same thing. Let's skate out of there, go back and lick our wounds. That was insulting. And when we see that thing again, we are going to give it the whooping of a lifetime. Yay! We found courage. That's great, because if we find courage, we can get all those fragments back together, and then it's not as unstoppable as you think. So let's go see Anne. 5 attributes. Just call them emotions, for crying out loud. So our next destination is the South Cave. Let's get going. A very wise man in its dream? Hold on. If the wise man was in the dream already, then why wasn't the bridge already fixed? And if the wise man came in from the dream, does that mean there's more than one bolster? I shouldn't try to make any sense of logic in this game, I suppose. We'll just heal up, because especially if you didn't know you could just retreat right away, you'll use some MP. Even if you did know, you probably used some while you were getting lost in there. And if you got lost, means you've got the cash that you can pay for it. So let's go find that South Cave, dispense of those little things. Okay, now, you see all those skull things flying around? Don't step on them, because all you'll do is hurt yourself. And unless you've got some masochistic tendencies and want to see your characters suffer, I don't know why you'd want to do that when you've got random battles, then don't do it. Don't waste your HP like that. Which way? If in doubt, go left. I don't know what that flash was. Remember, I'm not here when this is being recorded, but if I had to guess, I would guess it probably means that you made a misstep and you're about to be punished for it. Don't make a misstep. Just keep looking around. Okay, we'll take the upper route. Where is it? We saw a treasure box around here when we took the path coming up, so we should probably poke around. We know there's some goodies up here that we'd like to get a hold of. I'll say sometimes it's kind of a weird experience recording after the fact from someone else. Life never hurt anyone. But it's also kind of entertaining. At least I think. I think so. Grab a headgear if you need it. Great, if not, it's always cash. There's that red flash again. And it looks like we've reached a dead end, so we're just going to backtrack and pick another course. Because we know that thing's waiting around here somewhere, just eager to get the abuse of a lifetime. So we find why courage even left in the first place. Ooh, I'm going to be angry. I actually just noticed all those black marks on the floor. I mean, I saw them, but I just really noticed them for the first time. Okay, those red flashes are apparently not walking into the bones. And now that I really looked at them, I have to wonder, are those footprints? Because there was a big track of them. Yay, we made it through! Woohoo! Go us! This must be the South Cave. Ooh, look at all the yummy vegetables. What are you talking about? Courage is right there, I can see it. Oh, what he means is, my name may be Courage, I may be supposed to be Courage, but really, I'm not courageous at all. So, that is Courage. Courage is suppressed. Who does Courage think he is? Sorrow? Fear? So what do we tell Courage? Snap out of it! Man up! Come on! Don't be such a wuss! Where did that wise man come from? Yeah, it is kind of easy to say. You know it's also easy? For you to get off your posterior and do it exactly. Act like Courage. Man up! Don't be such a... upset the wise... You're a dream! You don't have a heart! Come on! Mogu had a bit too much spicy food for lunch. That's the only excuse I can think of. Oh, believe me, Humor, if Courage is anything like what he showed us earlier, you've got plenty to worry about. I guess this is meant to be kind of a sort of touching moment, but I'm sorry, it's really not. Not to me, at least. I must be an unemotional jerk. And there's Anger saying, we'll go beat it up, even though... Well, there's Anger. I thought that said Anger. Even though Anger is supposed to solve nothing. Okay, Mogu's back in one piece. He's not sure if he can do it alone, though. Courage must not be at full power. He needs our help. Will we do it? Take a wild guess, and then come back next episode to find out for sure. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.